33 signs that you might be a starseed or a wanderer. Number 1. You prefer the company of animals over humans. Animals seem to you to have more sense than people. Animals seem to you to be pretty straightforward about their intentions, whereas people can be deceptive, manipulative, and sometimes downright mean. If you have to deal with negative people often, you might be inclined to stay home with your pet rather than go and deal with the world out there. Number 2. In dealing with people, you are a kind, gentle, and peaceful human and have an aversion to violence and aggression. Number 3. You feel generally concerned about others around you, are sensitive, considerate, and generous, sometimes to a fault. Number 4. You may feel sad, hurt, and confused by all of the insensitivity, cruelty, and evil in the world, wondering why people place their own money, power, and individual success above the most basic needs of those around them. Number 5. You may have felt out of place, alienated from human society, or just different than everyone else for as long as you can remember. Number 6. You feel a strong love for the planet. Landfills, soil contamination, air pollution, dirty oceans, animal suffering, fear of climate change. The list is long. You feel like there are better ways to solve the problems of Earth, and it doesn't make sense to you that someone hasn't figured them out yet. Although you may not be aware of it, you know this because where you come from, these problems were solved a long time ago, and people have been living in harmony with nature for eons. Number 7. You suffer from some form of anxiety, depression, or other mental illness. This could be due to any of the previous issues generally, or it could be due to specific situations with family, acquaintances, your job, or other life circumstances. There is also a psychic phenomenon that can happen for people like starseeds and wanderers that are extremely empathic or otherwise psychically sensitive. You feel within yourself the reflection of the low vibe of the people around you, which can end up making you feel mentally ill, even though the illness, so to speak, does not lie within you, but within those around you. Number 8. You feel like trees, plants, insects, animals, and even rocks and crystals have a consciousness. You can feel the energy of things and/or consider yourself an empath. Do you like hugging trees? Do you feel compassion for plants? Do you feel like stones are somehow alive? Do you feel like everything alive deserves love and respect? Number 9. You may be a very logical, scientific, and non-emotional being, confused by strong or passionate feelings, like Spock from Star Trek. It's no accident that a character like that appeared in the popular Star Trek series. Number 10. You may be interested in alternative, ancient history subjects such as Atlantis and Lemuria, the Egyptian pyramids, the Celts and the Druids, Stonehenge, ancient aliens, or ancient advanced technology. Number 11. You may be interested in epic fantasy, otherworldly fantasy, science fiction, advanced or futuristic technology, space travel and space exploration, ETs and UFOs. Star Trek is a big favorite among starseeds because its universe most resembles what many of them regard as our actual cosmic reality. You believe in conspiracy theories. Somewhere deep inside you, whether you admit it to anyone else or not, you know. You feel like human society is ignorant of certain truths that you just know to be true, such as the reality of some people's truly evil intentions, aliens, government corruption, hidden agendas, controlled narrative, a false history. It's all true. They are keeping many secrets. You may be interested in so-called New Age subjects such as astrology, tarot, oracle cards, channeling, spirit guides, angels, fairies, crop circles, earth energy, sacred sites, crystal energy, and crystal healing, the human aura with its chakras and energy bodies, reincarnation and the immortality of the soul, and the unity of all consciousness. You may be fascinated by the possibility of psychic powers or magic and believe these things are real. Psychic powers include telepathy, sending or receiving thoughts to or from others remotely. Precognition, having knowledge of the future. Clairvoyance, receiving psychic information, usually as in visions or remote viewing. Clairempathy, sensing the emotions of others remotely. Clairsentience, receiving psychic information through bodily feeling. Claircognizance, receiving psychic information through mental knowing. Remote healing, telekinesis, use the force, Luke, and many, many others. Perhaps you have even experienced these or other powers yourself in a minor or limited way. If you experience them in a strong way, then you probably don't need to be listening to this video. But we're glad you're here. Number 15, you may feel a strong sense of purpose and feel like you have a mission here on Earth. Maybe you feel like your mission is just to help humanity and the planet. Or maybe you feel something more specific. Or maybe you just don't know exactly what your mission is. Number 16, you believe dreams have meaning. You feel like they could be giving you insight about your life, helping you make decisions, or foretelling your future. Some dreams can even seem like real-life stories, as if memories of someone else's life are playing in your head. Dreams like these could be your own memories of your past lives coming to you. Number 17. Have you had visions as if a film were suddenly playing out in your head while you were awake? Did these visions seem to convey important information, even if you didn't understand what the message was? Number 18. Have you ever actually seen a UFO? The experience could possibly include feelings that you had some kind of remote contact, telepathic or otherwise, with whoever was in the UFO. Or maybe you are a contactee. Number 19. Are you concerned about Earth changes, geological and social upheaval, and the end of the world? You may also have a related interest in ancient Earth catastrophes, for instance, relating to the disappearance of the dinosaurs, the ice ages, or the fall of Atlantis, or other ancient civilizations. Number 20. You probably also believe in seeing signs, and that many coincidences are meaningful synchronicities. For example, you may have noticed that you see double digits when looking at the time, or license plates, or other numbers, and you wonder why it seems to happen more often than logically expectable. Or bizarre coincidences may happen to you that are so unlikely that you know they truly cannot be coincidental, yet there is no logical, physical way they could be connected. Number 21. You may have moderate to strong intuitions that are often correct, although there is no logical way you could have known what was correct. When you follow your feelings and inner knowings, you know you are heading in the right direction. Goosebumps are a sign felt by many when hearing the truth. You may get the tingles, or you may experience a different sign. Number 22. You have trouble with authority. Many laws and rules of this planet may seem arbitrary or absurd to you. The fact that many people who have money and power use those things to abuse others, while other people who are loving and generous have little money and no power and are victimized, seems totally wrong to you. Number 23. You love to travel and desire to see the world. Staying in one place seems boring, whereas moving and exploring calls to you. Many starseeds have wanderlust. Number 24. You may feel like your body has the wrong gender, or that neither human gender fits you. Number 25. You may feel as though your body doesn't fit you somehow. You may feel as though you have phantom animal features like wings, a tail, pointy ears, or a snout. Or you may feel some other kind of mismatch between the body your soul feels like it is used to and the body that you have. Number 26. Are you already, or have you been thinking of becoming vegetarian or vegan because the energy of animal foods just doesn't sit right with you? You may find yourself drawn to eating lighter and lighter foods. This may range from merely eliminating processed foods from your diet to eliminating all cooked foods, to vegetarianism or veganism, and can go all the way to liquiditarianism, consuming liquid foods only, and breatharianism, drawing physical bodily energy directly from source by means of special practices. Number 27. You may have mysterious allergies or autoimmune issues. When this happens, it can be due to pre-incarnational agreements or past life karma. But for starseeds, it sometimes happens that the soul is not used to the human body and that the misalignments manifest as allergies. Number 28. You may have trouble with the concept of time. You may wonder why people put so much importance on being on time, getting things done efficiently, making a daily schedule so that they have to rush around to make appointments and similar time-related actions. Maybe you feel that life really ought to be a lot more relaxed, and it is annoying that other people don't see it that way, because then it really isn't as relaxed as it could be. Number 29. You may feel that the colors of the world are unfamiliar to you, or you feel things could have looked very different, things like the sky, the oceans, nature. Number 30. You may feel like that your parents and your family are strangers and that your real family is somewhere else. Number 31. You may have had invisible friends or feel like you were or are guided by spirits in some way. Number 32. You may have looked up at the stars and wondered if home was up there, and why am I here all alone? Number 33. You may be drawn to spiritual practices like meditation or visualizations, such as sending love to everyone and everything, or embracing the unity of all consciousness. You may or may not find it easy to achieve a meditative state, depending on the degree of energetic blockage you have accumulated on Earth. Does the idea of being a starseed or wanderer resonate with you? Since starseeds and other wanderers come from ascended realms where the vibration is much higher than the Earth's, they often experience life here as very negative or disturbing, and they can have many other difficulties as well. They can end up feeling like they just don't belong on this planet. Please see part 3 of this blog series on my website, entitled Some Starseed Issues and What to Do About Them, at www.blackswansybil.com. Thank you for watching this video. Please do subscribe and share. Namaste.